Hey guys, it's Nick with the RVing Tradesman. We're back out on the tailgate of the Ram to do another Tailgate Talk video. Today's topic is going to be staying cool when it gets hot out. We're going to go get ourselves set up and we'll come right back. Okay guys, so like I said, this video is on staying cool when the weather gets warm out. If you guys have been following the channel at all, you know that I do HVAC for a living, so this is a subject that I have some experience on, from going to attics and going onto rooftops and just being outside in the heat in general. I'm always going into places that are hot when it's hot out and going into places that are cold when it's cold out. So you really have to learn how to take care of yourself, manage the heat, really. If you don't, you're not going to last in this trade very long. But we're just coming out of our first heat wave for the summer here in Charlotte. We were tickling the 100-degree mark last week. I know some rooftops that I was on, I'm sure it was probably well over 100 degrees. One of the things that I've started doing in the last month is wearing these long sleeve shirts to help keep cool. And you know, it seems counterintuitive, but honestly they really work. There's nothing fancy about them. They're just some long sleeve gym shirts that I got. I think I got them at Target when they were rotating from their winter stock into their summer clothing. And I got them a size large just so that they would fit a little loose. You don't really want anything that's going to fit tight. You don't want anything that's going to be thick. You're not trying to insulate yourself. It's kind of the same technique that they use in the desert. It keeps the sun off your skin, keeps you a little cooler. So these work for me anyway. I don't know if, you know, I'm not saying you got to wear a long sleeve shirt in the summertime, but like I said, it works for me. Another thing that you want to keep in mind when it's hot out, really when you're in the sun in general, is you want to have some kind of sun protection, sunscreen, something like that. I've been using this Banana Boat Sport sunscreen, and what I like about this is it goes on very thin, so it doesn't really clog your pores up or anything like that. Some of the sunscreens will go on really thick and it'll clog your pores and you're not able to sweat. Guys, if you can't sweat, you can't keep your body cool. Your body cools itself through evaporation of sweat. So like I said, I really like that. It's SPF 30, so decent protection. It's also waterproof, so if you are somewhere where you're sweating a lot or you're in a pool or something like that, it's not going to wash away. And moving on from there, the probably most important thing that you can do to keep your body cool when it's hot out is you have to stay hydrated. If you're not staying hydrated, you are going to overheat, you're going to have problems, and it's just not going to be a fun time for you. And what I do, I mean, obviously you want to carry enough water for you. I got this Arctic half-gallon jug last summer. 2 summers ago. I've had it for 2 summers now. And this thing works. If you guys aren't familiar with the Arctic products, it's similar to a Yeti. It just doesn't come with that high price tag. And they claim it'll keep stuff cold for 12 hours, and it absolutely does. I leave it in my truck some days all day long, and I can get in the truck at 6 o'clock in the morning and start work, leave, or get back in the truck at 5 o'clock, and I still have nice cold water to drink at the end of the day. Another thing I've done, I added this little clip to it so I can actually bring it up on a roof with me. And I will actually set mental timers for myself to make sure that I'm drinking water periodically throughout the day. I will try to drink from this if it's hot out like it's been this last week when we were up in the 98, 99 degree mark. I would take a drink out of this thing every 30 minutes. And honestly, I didn't overheat once. You know your body. Know the signs of dehydration. You know, sounds a little funny and it sounds a little gross, but you know, sometimes throughout the day you have to think to yourself, when was the last time that I went to the bathroom? If you haven't taken a bathroom break in probably the last, you know, hour and a half, you probably need to go get some water and go cool off, because you're probably dehydrated. You know, headaches, stuff like that. You know, if it starts to get real extreme, you get blurred vision and things like that. These are all signs that you need to go, you know, take 5 minutes, go cool off somewhere, get a drink of water. Some other things to keep in mind is you don't want to shock your body, and these are just kind of general rules that don't necessarily apply to camping, but if you have been out working in the yard all day or half the day and you decide that you're going to take a lunch break, you don't necessarily want to go back in your house and cool off for a half an hour in the house. You're better off to go sit under a shade tree, because you'll actually shock your body from going from 100 degrees to the 70 degrees inside your house, and it's not good for you. I mean, I'm certainly one that's guilty of it, and I'll notice it if I do something like that. If I have been working outside on a rooftop piece of equipment out in the blazing sun, and I go down and start my truck up and sit in the truck, after sitting in the truck for about 10-15 minutes, I've got a headache. And it's just because, you know, I cooled off too quickly. So it's a couple things to keep in mind. There's some other things that we can go over if you guys like this video. You know, we can talk more about staying cool, more about keeping hydrated, things like that. But I'm not going to beat it too badly on this go around. A couple of announcements to make. So we issued a challenge to you guys to get us up to 500 subscribers, and we would do a giveaway. Well, you guys met that mark, and you met it actually a lot quicker than we thought you were going to do it. So probably next week's video, the one that we will be releasing on Wednesday hopefully, will be a giveaway announcement video. So stay tuned for that. We'll have to figure out what we're going to give away and how we're going to do it. So like I said, we actually already know what we're giving away, and it's a good one, so you're going to want to stay tuned for that. So if you haven't hit the little bell to let you be notified when we put the videos up, you're going to want to hit the bell. Other than that, like, comment, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed to the channel. A quick note on the comments. The comments are really important. They let us know if we're going in a direction that you guys like. And seriously, guys, good, bad, or indifferent, you know, leave it in the comments and let us know what we're doing. If we're doing something that you guys don't like, we don't know what we're doing wrong unless you guys tell us that you don't like something. We're just guessing. If you really like something and you want more of something, again, we don't know that you want more of that unless you tell us that you want more of that. I know we have some people in the Facebook group that are good about that. We have some people on the YouTube channel as well that are good about that, and we thank you guys. But, you know, seriously, guys, don't be afraid to voice your opinions. You know, there's no wrong answers, there's no judgment or anything like that. So put that stuff out there, and as always, stay safe, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Okay, guys, so I just wanted to jump in with one last clip at the end of the video here. It's about 7:45 right now. I just got home. I've been on call all week. Today's actually my last night on call, and it's been pretty hot, working late. But one thing that I've had with me all week is my Arctic half-gallon here. It's stayed with me all week. It's been on several rooftops. Just anywhere that I've been, it's generally been pretty close by. And just wanted to show you guys that the water in here is still pretty cold. And I'll even take a sip of it right now because I'm a little dehydrated. And that's really all there is to it. Like I said, guys, always stay hydrated. And one thing to keep in mind before we let you go, the water that you're drinking today is not for today. The water you're drinking today is actually for tomorrow. So if you don't drink enough water the day before to stay hydrated, you're going to have trouble on the next day. But that's all I have. We'll see you guys on the next video.